But again, understand that that's why you're allotted each day to work on yourself, each day to get it right and say, I'm surrendering, I'm not living my life like this no more. Ask yourself, is it working for you? And if you feel like it is, guess what? The success in the world is nothing compared to the success given to you by the Most High. And that's where you really want to get your success from. And that's how you level up in these realms, in the spiritual realms. Because that's what all that matters. Because guess what? You are a spiritual being. Whether people know that or not. And that's why you're here. To really understand who you are again. Remember who you are. And be it. And live it. Right? And so, it's very important that once you understand and know how you must move, things will begin to manifest in many different ways in your life for your better. And you begin to see certain things that you didn't see before. Things will start to make so much sense for you going forward. But you have to begin to trust. You have to begin to learn how to trust the journey. No matter what transpires, it's for a reason. And it must be something that you must get out of it. Something that you must learn. And you keep it moving. Now, how are you going to be able to see all that if you're doing so many things all at the same time? So it's very crucial that you take life in a way of moving more slower and simpler. And really getting to a point where you know what's around you. You know what's happening because you know how you're moving and you know what's up. And people think that, paying attention, you know what's happening, right? As you begin to go through life wondering why certain things panned out and worked the way that they did. Everything is preparing you for what's coming next. So you must understand everything on whatever level you are in life. It's the lesson in that, and you gotta learn it. One moment. Whether that is habits that you have to break. Whether it is people you gotta get from around because they mean you no good. Things that you've been doing that you know you've got no business doing, and it's not moving in the ways of the Most High. Places that you're going that you know you got no business being. Why you go there? Right? You have to learn how to move healthier. You have to learn how to have healthier ways of living as far as healthy activities that you know that you will take your child to. If you can't take your child to it, question, we are taught, why go there? Why be there? If you can't take your child, why be there? So that puts everything into perspective when it comes to how you move. Oh man, and yeah, sometimes the journey can feel lonely at times, but know again that you are never alone. Everything in your life, everything around you is alive. And again, you're never alone because you got your people with you. You're never alone. You're always around. You're never alone, right? You're never alone. And so, when people feel like it, you may feel like it just because physically you feel like you're alone, but guess what? Spiritually, you're not. And physically, you're not. Because whether we are in you know, your reality at this particular time. Yes, I guess we are in your reality, because if you're listening to me, yeah, I'm in your reality right now. But if you're not, physically, like, there in your reality, right, still, we in your reality, right? So, either way, you're not alone, and you have others, right? We out here, right? No, you know that you're never alone, okay? And sometimes it does feel that way. Sometimes it does, yes, I feel that way. Sometimes I do. But I know I'm not. And again, happiness is being proud of yourself as far as how you move in the ways of the Most High. That's where you're going to get your inner happiness from. That joy within. That's all that matters. Everything else fades away. People, places, and things, they fade away, right? There's nothing really you can really hold to in this particular one. So it's like, why even, attach so much? You got to learn how to detach, in a sense, move with love. Detach with love, right? But knowing that we do love. We do love so much. But again, you have to learn how to see things for what they are. In life, you got to learn how to see things for what they are. And again, not what you want it to create it to be, what it is. What it is. And once you begin to see things for what they are, and not, create things in your mind of what things is, things will become clear for you through time. So much clearer. And so it's up to us to create the reality that we want. But you have to be present in yours. You have to be present in your reality. And again, you have to be honest with yourself and real with yourself about everything that you choose to do. Being mindful. Paying attention to the deeds that you put out, agreeable or disagreeable. Knowing what you're doing. Be present mentally, physically, spiritually here. You know what you're doing. And sound mind. That's why it's so crucial that we, in our culture move toward purity, because when you're moving toward purity in our culture, your mind is already clear. Your mind is already clear. So things that you do is going to, manifest in many different ways, in a beautiful way. When you have a, in your right state of mind. And you moving for what's better for you and not worse. Going on an upward spiral, not going on a downward spiral. And that downward spiral can lead you toward depression, death, sorrow, suffering, crying, sadness, all of that. Been there. And I didn't like that. I didn't like how I felt. Cried for many years, wondering why. Feel the way I do. Thinking that something was wrong with me, right? Why do I feel this way? When it all came down to love, acceptance, love and acceptance, realization of what is happening, love and acceptance is what it is. That's what I learned. I always loved, but love and acceptance of people. Love and acceptance of things around you, your life, the reality that we live. Love and acceptance of what's happening here. Love and acceptance of that, regardless of how ugly it is. Love and acceptance for that. Moving with love. Being the love, regardless of what's happening around you. Be the love. You know what hate is. You know what fear is. You know what it is. Still moving with love in your heart, regardless. Because that's who you are. Regardless of what everybody else is doing. Deep down within yourself, you know what love is for you. Do y'all know what love is? Do you? Love is the Most High. You know what love is? Love is showing compassion, showing care, regardless of accepting anything back in return. Love is, regardless of whatever happens, you know that this person is going through something internally, regardless of whatever someone is going through, regardless. The crazy as the crazy can happen. Know that. There's still love there. That's love. Seeing things from the bird's eye view, looking up at it, letting people express themselves for who they are. That's love. Letting things be what they are. Living the life that they live. That's love. Giving people the space to learn their lessons. That's love. Existence is love. Life itself is love. Even in the midst of things around you. And some people move in towards self-destruction. Most High still loves you. It's love. Even though, we destroy ourselves, Most High still loves us. That's love. Regardless of what we do, Most High still loves us. That's love. But again, don't get it twisted. Regardless of the love, right? You gotta learn. You gotta learn. And I see the key thing here is you gotta learn to listen, my family. When the Most High is telling you something, we have to learn to listen. Because it's only for your good. That's love.